this video, we are going to discuss the revised syllabus 2022 of Class 10 History. And yes, we are going to discuss the question and answers of the lesson, the extension of the British rule. So this video is going to be very helpful and informative for you all. So stay tuned till end and do not miss any part of it. And my dear viewers and students, if you're watching my video for the first time, to subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon so that you get the notification of all the upcoming videos. Now let's get started with the question and answers. So we have very first main, fill in the blanks with suitable answers. The first fill up here is at the end of First Anglo-Maratha War, dash agreement was signed between the Marathas and the British. And the answer is Salbai Agreement. Next, the subsidiary alliance system was implemented by dash. Answer is Lord Wellesley. Lord Wellesley. Next, third one, the doctrine of lapse policy was implemented in the year dash. Answer is 1848. 1848. Fourth fill up. The doctrine of lapse policy was implemented by dash. Answer is Dalhousie. Dalhousie. Now we have finished first main. Let's move on to the second main. Discuss in group and answer the following. First question. Explain the reasons for First Anglo-Maratha War. Now explain the reasons, explain the causes. Both are same. You can write the same answer for both the questions. Okay, if you get causes also the answer remains the same. Now the answer here is given in points so that it's easy for you all to remember. So let's read the answer. The reasons for the First Anglo-Maratha War were Shah Alam II gave Kora and Allahabad to Marathas, which he had earlier given them to the British. After death of Mahadeva Rao, his brother Narayan Rao came to the power, but he was murdered by his uncle Raghoba. Maratha appointed Madhara Rao II as Peshwa. So Raghoba was upset with this development and received support from British. By that time Marathas were opposed and the British thus started First Anglo-Maratha War and it was fought in 1775. Okay, so this led to the First Anglo-Maratha War. So these points you can remember it. Moving to the next question. What were the conditions under subsidiary alliance? Explain. Answer. The conditions under subsidiary alliance were the Indian king had to keep the British army in his kingdom. The concerned state had to bear the expenses of the army and the wages of the soldiers. The king has to have a British resident in his court. The king could not appoint any other European without British permission. In order to enter any agreement with any Indian government, the governor permission was compulsory. In return of all these services, the company would offer protection to the state from any aggression. So these were the conditions or you can say policies under subsidiary alliance. Next question. Explain the Third Anglo-Maratha War. Answer. The Third Anglo-Maratha War fought between 1817 to 1818. The Maratha families tried their best to protect their independence and honor. Even the Peshwa attempted to free himself from the clutches of the English. In 1817, the Peshwa attacked the British residency in Pune and burnt it down. Appa Sahib of Nagpur and Mahal Rao Holkar rebelled against the British and were suppressed ruthlessly. Finally, in 1818, Peshwa Bajirao II fought against the British at Koregaon and Ashti and later surrendered to the British. The British abolished the Peshwa post and granted a pension to Baji Rao too. They installed Pratapa the descendant of Shivaji, as the ruler of Satara, a mini state, and named him as the traditional leader of Marathas and suppressed the Maratha resistance. Okay, so these are the points you can write to explain the Third Anglo-Maratha War. Next question. How did the doctrine of lapse support the expansion of British Empire in India? Answer. The doctrine of lapse support the expansion of British Empire in India in the following ways. Dalhousie adopted doctrine of lapse policy whereby the adopted children of Indian kings were refused of their right to throne. According to this policy, if any Indian ruler dies without children, their adopted children had no legal right over the throne. Such state gets merged with the British Empire. Princely states like Satara, Nagpur, Sambalpur, Udaipur, Jhansi, and Jaipur came under this policy. As the Governor General knew the conditions of these states, he used this policy as a political weapon. Okay, so these are the points for how did doctrine of lapse supported expansion of British Empire in India. You can learn these few points. Next one. Which were the states that came under the doctrine of lapse policy? Answer. Princely states like Satara, Nagpur, Sambalpur, Udaipur, Jhansi, and Jaipur came under this policy. Okay, came under the policy of doctrine of lapse. So these are the princely states, and this was the answer. So with these few question and answers, we have come to an end. I hope these answers were helpful for you all, and this video was as well as helpful for you all. If you found it helpful and if you liked the video, do hit the like button and share it with your friends. To subscribe to